Stoicism, a philosophy born in the bustling marketplaces of ancient Greece and Rome, still whispers profound truths to our modern ears. In the cradle of Western civilization, amid the clamor and hustle of the ancient agora, a philosophy took root. This philosophy, Stoicism, emerged as a beacon of tranquility amidst the chaos, offering a perspective that valued inner peace over external turmoil. The Stoics viewed the world not as a stage of frenzied activity, but as a platform for serene contemplation, where life's challenges were met with equanimity and resilience. Born in the vibrant heart of Athens, Stoicism was the brainchild of Zeno, a merchant-turned-philosopher. Zeno's teaching, deeply influenced by the ethos of Socratic wisdom, aimed to cultivate an inner fortress, impervious to the caprices of fate. He taught his followers to seek happiness within themselves, to be indifferent to the whims of fortune, and to live in harmony with nature. The torch of Stoicism was carried forward by the likes of Seneca, a statesman and dramatist of ancient Rome. Seneca's writings, imbued with the Stoic ethos, provided a philosophical compass for navigating the tumultuous seas of life. His dialogues and letters, brimming with Stoic wisdom, continue to inspire generations, illuminating the path towards a life of tranquility and virtue. The Stoic philosophy found its most ardent adherent in Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king of Rome. His Meditations, a compendium of personal reflections, encapsulate the essence of Stoicism. Aurelius saw life as a fleeting moment in the grand tapestry of time, a view that inspired him to lead a life of virtue, discipline, and acceptance. Stoicism, a philosophy rooted in the wisdom of the ancients, continues to resonate with us, echoing through the corridors of time. Its influence permeates our modern world, touching every facet of life, from personal development to leadership principles, from psychology to spirituality. Each image we explore today carries a piece of that ancient wisdom, a fragment of a philosophy that has withstood the test of time. Imagine yourself in the bustling market of Athens. The year is 300 BC, and a new philosophy is taking root. It is here that we encounter Zeno of Citium, a merchant-turned-philosopher, who is destined to be the founder of Stoicism. Picture Zeno, a man who lost his fortune at sea, only to find a greater treasure on the shores of Athens, the wealth of knowledge. He stumbles upon a book by Socrates in a bookstore, and is so captivated by the wisdom within its pages that he decides to devote his life to philosophy. In the marketplace of Athens, amidst the merchants and the crowd, Zeno begins to share his wisdom. He doesn't preach from a grand temple or an adorned stage, but from a simple painted porch, or stoipoikile in Greek, hence the term Stoicism. This choice of location signifies the philosophy's accessibility. It isn't confined to the elite or the learned, but is open to every man and woman in the market, regardless of their social status. The image of Zeno in the marketplace is a crucial scene in the birth of Stoicism. It symbolizes the philosophy's core principle, that virtue, the highest form of excellence, is sufficient for happiness. And this virtue isn't about wealth, reputation, or power, but about living in agreement with nature. It's about understanding the laws of life and accepting them, not fighting against them. It's about focusing on what's within our control and letting go of what's not. It's about cultivating inner strength to withstand life's storms, just as Zeno did when he lost his fortune. The marketplace, a place of trade and material pursuits, becomes the cradle of a philosophy that teaches the pursuit of virtue over material wealth. It is here that Stoicism takes root, growing to become a guiding light for many, from slaves to emperors through the ages. And so, in this image, we see more than just a man in a market. We see the birth of a philosophy. In this image, we see the birth of a philosophy that would shape the world. Fast forward a few centuries to Rome, where Stoicism had found its way into the hearts and minds of some of the most powerful men. As the philosophy spread, it began to shape the very fabric of Roman society, reaching into every corner from the bustling marketplaces to the echoing halls of power. One of the most notable Roman Stoics was a man named Seneca. Born into a wealthy family, he became one of Rome's most influential philosophers and statesmen. His writings on Stoicism are some of the most widely read and influential pieces of philosophy to this day. Seneca's Stoicism was not just a theoretical idea, it was a lived philosophy. He believed in the importance of virtue and moral character above all else, and saw Stoicism as a path to achieving this. He wrote extensively about the need for self-control, wisdom, and a deep understanding of the world's nature, all central tenets of Stoicism. But how did Stoicism influence Roman society and politics? Well, in many ways, it acted as a guiding light, a moral compass. Its emphasis on virtue, honesty, and integrity resonated with many of the Roman elite, shaping their decisions and actions. It encouraged leaders to act not out of self-interest, but for the greater good. Seneca himself served as an advisor to Emperor Nero, and while his influence was not always heeded, his Stoic philosophy undoubtedly left an indelible mark on Roman society. His writings, filled with Stoic wisdom, were widely read and admired, shaping the thought and actions of countless individuals. But Stoicism's reach extended beyond the elite. Its teachings permeated all levels of Roman society, influencing how people thought, behaved, and interacted with one another. It taught them to embrace adversity, to be content with what they have, and to strive for virtue above all else. In the grandeur of Rome, Stoicism found a home, and in Seneca it found a voice. Among the marbled halls of power, Stoicism even found its way to the throne. We now turn our attention to Marcus Aurelius, a name that rings out through the annals of history, not just as a Roman emperor but also as a Stoic philosopher. His reign, spanning from 161 to 180, is known as the last of the 5 good emperors, a title that speaks volumes of his leadership. But what made him stand out was not just his political acumen, but his philosophical leanings as well. Stoicism, the philosophy of tranquility and acceptance, found its most prominent advocate in Marcus Aurelius. He was as much a philosopher as he was an emperor, a ruler who embraced Stoicism as a guiding principle in his governance. He believed that accepting life as it comes and not being swayed by external circumstances was the key to good leadership. His Stoic beliefs were not just theoretical, they found their way into his rule. He was known for his fairness, his just rule, and his ability to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity. His reign was marked by military conflicts, natural disasters, and a plague that swept across the empire. Yet Marcus Aurelius remained a beacon of Stoic calm, leading his people with wisdom and patience. His writings, collected in the book Meditations, provide us with a window into his Stoic mindset. They reveal a man who saw life as it was, not as he wished it to be. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoic emperor was a living embodiment of his philosophy. He proved that power and tranquility could coexist, that a ruler could be both strong and serene. His reign stands as a testament to the power of Stoicism, demonstrating that it was not just a philosophy for the common man, but one that could guide even the most powerful. In Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism had found a throne, showing that even in power one could find tranquility. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, continues to echo in our modern world. It's like a resilient tree that has weathered the storms and seasons of time, its roots deep in the soil of human experience, its branches reaching towards the sky of human aspiration. Let's think of the fourth image symbolizing modern Stoicism, a symbol that may vary from person to person, culture to culture, but at its core, it encapsulates the essence of Stoic thought. It could be the serene face of a meditation practitioner, the focused eyes of a marathon runner, or the calm demeanor of a firefighter facing the flames. These images are not mere snapshots. They are profound testimonies of how Stoicism continues to influence our society and individuals. You may not realize it, but Stoicism is embedded in our everyday lives. It's in the resilience of people facing adversity, in the courage of those who dare to challenge the status quo, in the tranquility of those who find peace amidst chaos. Stoicism teaches us to be masters of our emotions, to not let external circumstances dictate our inner peace. It's a philosophy that encourages us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. It's about understanding the impermanence of life and learning to appreciate every moment we have. This philosophy is not confined to scholarly texts or philosophical debates. It's a living philosophy, a practical guide to life. It's reflected in the actions of individuals who embody its principles, in the values of societies that uphold its teachings. Stoicism, in the modern era, has found its way into therapy rooms, self-help books, life coaching practices, and even corporate boardrooms. It's influencing decision-making, emotional resilience, and stress management. It's guiding people to lead more fulfilling lives, to find meaning and purpose, to cultivate inner strength and tranquility. As we've journeyed through these images, we've seen the birth, growth, and enduring legacy of Stoicism, a testament to the timeless nature of its wisdom. A wisdom that continues to guide us, to inspire us, to help us navigate the tumultuous seas of life. A wisdom that, despite its ancient roots, is as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago.